Hello. Welcome back to the And She Said podcast. This is episode 3. I still haven't posted episode 1. Do we like the lighting? I'm trying to make it like really vibey in here, and I don't know if I've accomplished that or not. Well, we shall see. I've made it to episode 3. These headphones kind of hurt me a little bit, I think. Okay, so we have some major updates since the last time we were here together. And I'm going to get into that today also. I hope that you can hear me. I don't know if this is good or not. Is this better? This might be better. I'm trying to make it sound like I'm not... I don't know. I want it to be good, but I don't want it to be too much, if that makes sense. Okay, yeah. So we have some major updates, but I'm going to briefly discuss the update, and then I want to make a whole separate episode about that in particular, so I'm not going to really dive into it in this episode. We will touch on it in the next episode. I still have to outline that episode, though, so will be coming soon. Okay, so what have I been up to since the last episode? A lot has happened in my life since the last time I recorded and uploaded an episode. I quit my job. That's so crazy. I quit my job, and last week was my last week at my job. This week I am at home all week and doing nothing because I'm taking like a week off before I start my new job next week. So just a little life update, I guess. I'm nervous and excited all at the same time. I think that this is going to be a good move for me, and I think only time will tell how it will all work itself out. I need basically an entire wardrobe for my job because I have to I work more in a professional setting than my last job. And so I'm going to have to actually have clothes for that because I don't have any like professional work wear. So I ordered a whole bunch of stuff, and I hope that it comes this week so that I can do like a haul. Dude, I'm struggling. These are hurting me so bad. Is that better? I think that may be better. Yeah, so I have to wear like business casual, and I don't really have any of that. So I made a few orders online, and the stuff's going to start coming slowly this week. So I've had like three super busy weekends in a row now where it's just been like nonstop the entire weekend. Like, I'm not even kidding. And finally stuff's kind of starting to slow down, which is nice because starting my new job, I want to relax, and I just haven't had time to do that. So a couple weekends ago was Memorial Day weekend. So we had it's just been super busy. Friday, Memorial Day weekend, we didn't really do anything. Me and Ryan went out to dinner. Saturday, we went to my sister's house, and they had kind of like a party at their house. So we went to that, and then Sunday, we went to Ryan's dad's, and then Monday, we went to Ryan's mom's. So we literally were just nonstop the entire weekend. And it's nice to do stuff sometimes, but I really just love a relaxing, chill weekend. And it's been such a long time since I had one of those. Yeah, we also had to meal prep and go grocery shopping on Monday after we went to Ryan's mom's house. So that was crazy. And then I had to go back to work on Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, this weekend, last weekend, what did we do last weekend? Oh, last weekend we had to go to Ryan's brother's graduation ceremony, and then his graduation party was Saturday here. So that was another busy weekend. This weekend, we have another graduation party to go to on Saturday, and then I'm actually throwing my sister a surprise party on Sunday. She's turning 30, and I feel like 30 is a big deal, and I want to celebrate it and make her feel special, so we're actually throwing her a surprise party. I have all her decorations are over there, and I texted her yesterday, and I was like, hey, let's go out to breakfast or something on Sunday. So we're going to go to Pamela's Diner, which is in the Strip District in Pittsburgh. And we're going to get breakfast, and then like Ryan and her husband will be at her house getting everything together for the party. And then when we come back, it'll be like a surprise. Hopefully it all works out. I don't know. Okay, so for this episode, I thought it would be a fun idea because it's June. We are going to reflect on the past 6 months of 2024 and kind of like where I am with all my goals and everything that I've been setting since January. So this could be good, this could be bad. I don't remember. I don't really like remember what the goals were that I had set for this year, like at the beginning of the year. I have like my vision board up here, but it doesn't really like, it's just like things that I want to manifest, not really like my goals. I will start this by saying that I'm so like genuinely happy right now, and it feels really good because I honestly don't remember the last time that I could honestly say that and believe it 100%. So far this year has been a really good one. There's been a lot of like change happening, and I despise change. Like I just want things to be the same all the time, and I know that's not realistic, so I'm working on that. But anyway, I am really happy and looking forward to what the rest of the year has in store for me. Yeah, one thing I will say is like for the last year or so, I haven't really felt 100% like myself, and it feels good to kind of be getting back to that, where I start to finally feel like myself again. I had a really hard time graduating college and like transitioning to a full-time job, especially because my first full-time job was like culture shock, basically. My first full-time job was difficult, and it took me a long time to get used to that transition. I was asked also to do a lot of things that were like kind of outside of my scope of work and like my time that I was told I was going to be working. And I'm 23. At the time I was 22. And I'd like, to be able to live in my 20s and not just like work them away. I know that's a matter of opinion. We're not going to get into that because I have a very unconventional view of like working, like grinding in your 20s to like retire early and all of that, because like I want to live now. I don't know, like I feel like I'm not going to care about it as much when I'm like 50. I don't know. Let's just not talk about that. Okay. Yeah, I'm really glad that I write outlines for these episodes, because I honestly have no idea where I would start with this year. I had to like go back and watch my vision board video to like actually figure out what I made my goals for this year, because I couldn't remember. Okay. So here are the goals that I made for myself for this year. My first goal was consistency on YouTube. We're still working on that one, but we are getting better. I will say that. Healthy. I wanted to make it a goal to get back in shape this year, which I did accomplish. And that feels good. Happiness. I wanted to work on my happiness this year and getting back to myself. I would say that is going pretty well. And I'm much happier now than I was at the beginning of the year, which I think is very important. Okay. And I also put a reading goal on here. I wanted to read more, and not just fiction books, but nonfiction books that will actually teach me something. It's hard because like I was in school for a long time, 12 years plus for college. Like high school is 12 years. You know what I'm saying? I was in school for a long time, and I was constantly learning. And now that I don't really have to do that anymore, I have to I like to still make myself learn. That way I still am like stimulating my brain, if that makes sense. You know what they say, use it or lose it. Okay, I'm not trying to lose it. I listen to a lot of audiobooks now too. Like I'm at work and I'll try to take like mental notes about stuff that I read about or listen to in the audiobooks. Sometimes the narrators in audiobooks just don't really I don't love the narrators in audiobooks. I don't know. They're just boring. I like podcasts a lot more. Okay, so we're going to get into like each month. We're just going to do a little mini breakdown, I guess, of what I feel happened that month or what I think is notable to talk about. So January, I don't have really anything monumental to talk about that happened in January. I was pretty miserable in January. Might have been seasonal, might have been just life, work. I didn't like my job, but I kind of felt stuck there. Like I had no other choice or no other options except to just keep working there, even though I didn't like it. I'm going to turn the AC off, and I'm sorry if it was annoying this whole entire time. Oops. We have like no like central AC in this house because it's really old. So we have like a window air conditioner and it makes a lot of noise. And I always forget to turn it off because I just like I don't hear the noise anymore. I'm like just like so used to it. Oh, Stormy just kicked my camera. Okay, so yeah, January. So I was kind of miserable at work, kind of miserable in life in general, and I felt like there was like I was stuck. I couldn't do anything about it. I kind of knew as soon as I started my job last June that it was just like wasn't going to be for me, but it was a job at the time and it was working while it did, and I made decent money. So I held out until I found somewhere else to go. But yeah, I don't know. My schedule was like all over the place. And if there's one thing about me is I need consistency in my schedule or else I literally, it just does not work out. I like to have a regular routine and schedule, and it irritates me when that doesn't work out. Stormy also turned 2 in January. She's just, I couldn't say enough good things about her, honestly. Okay, yeah, so Stormy turned 2 in January, and that is like bittersweet because I want her to just stay a baby forever. And she just like means so much to me that I just want her to never grow up. I think she came into our lives at a point when I really needed her, and like I don't know. It feels really cheesy to say, but I believe that that's true. Okay, so February. When I was writing this outline for this episode, I was just like going through my camera roll and trying to like remember what kind of stuff happened each month so that I could talk about it. Overall, the beginning of this month was just like really boring. I think February was like one of the lowest points during this year. I have like no photos from February, and I think it's just because I was not having a good time, and I think that's just safe to say that that's what that was. We did go ring shopping in February. I did find out what kind of ring I would want when we get engaged. I'm a pear shape diamond girly, and I think I want a like simpler band just with a bigger diamond. And we went to actually find out what size I was because we went a long time ago and I was like a 5.5, I think. And I just like change weight a lot, that I wanted to like double check and make sure that it was still the same size, which it's really, really close. I think Ryan knows exactly, which is fine because I don't really need to know. I think I'm like 5.25, which kind of sucks because it's really hard to find rings in quarter sizes. They usually only come in like half or whole sizes. But March, we went to the Arnold and I got to meet a few of my like favorite bodybuilding fitness influencer girlies. I met Laura Lee and I actually got a picture with her. I should put the picture up here. She is just a really good motivation and like inspiration, I think, for girls going into bodybuilding. At least she was for me and still is. Like, she might be part of the reason why I've decided to compete in a bodybuilding show, just because like, I don't know, I just really look up to her in that regard, and I think that's nice. I also got to meet Kenzie Vance, which she's like a wellness girly. Overall, the Arnold was an amazing experience, and it's a good place to buy stuff too because everything is like kind of like an Arnold discount price. Plus, you do get to meet other like fitness people there, I guess, which is nice. I started vlogging a lot more in March. I think I was kind of starting to finally like get my personality back, which she is back now. Okay, like full blown personality is back. I feel a lot much more myself and just like my silly, goofy, fun self. I love filming and like making YouTube videos, and I could honestly talk about it all day. One of the girls that it's hard because there's nobody around me that does YouTube really. Like, there's one girl that used to go to the gym that I go to, and she started a YouTube channel, and I was like texting her about it the other day. I just have like, my YouTube knowledge is just like, I love to learn about YouTube and like the algorithm and all of that stuff. And so I could like literally talk about it all day. And it's hard because Ryan's not really like into it, but I still talk to him about it. I started working with my coach in March, I think. I have a lot of check-in photos. It's been actually a long time since we started working together. That's been really amazing. She's awesome and just makes like fitness such an easy thing for me to keep up with, and like I don't have to think about it. We're actually like getting ready to go into prep soon, which is exciting and scary, but exciting. My check-ins have been really good recently. So my one show that I was going to do is my coach is going to the Olympia. She's competing in the Olympia. And the Olympia, well, the show I was going to do got moved to the same weekend as the Olympia. So we had to kind of like readjust our focus and like plan for a different show, which I think we just figured that out yesterday. So I think I'm going to be starting prep like next week. Should be great. I don't know how much I'm going to post about it. Like I want to document that journey, but I think I might just do it and then like post all that content after it's over, just to like, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to my coach about it. But yeah, March I had to start, like March and April and May, I was like working away from home a lot. I was gone for like 6 weeks. I stayed in Ohio for a month. Like I just came home on the weekends and then stayed in a hotel every week. That was not fun, but I paid off a student loan and my car. So that was really good, really awesome. April, I don't really have anything important to say. We're going to skip that one. April was just a very normal, boring month, but May, I got my desktop. She's gorgeous. I love her. And she really motivates me to just sit here and get shit done, because my laptop I used to edit on, but I would like sit on my bed and watch YouTube while I edited, and then like editing wasn't getting done. So this is really nice because I can just sit here and I can't really do anything else except just edit. So it's really nice to be able to do that. I'm still keeping up with my fitness goals and enjoying life. And like I said, I quit my job this month. I put my 2 weeks in at the end of May, and I start my new job next week. So that's really exciting. Yeah, so there's a lot of emotions going on around that, because I've never had to like formally quit a job like that, or like put in a formal 2 weeks notice. I did at my serving job I had, but like that wasn't like a real job. It didn't feel like. This feels much more like serious, I guess, because it is like my career, but I don't know, it just feels different. And I want to do a whole episode on like the process of putting my 2 weeks in and like how it went versus what I was expecting, because it's hard when it's like such an unforeign thing. Like you just are it's such a scary, weird process, because like you've worked with these people for so long, and you're just hoping that when you do put your 2 weeks in, that they just like accept it still and don't treat you differently. And I was really worried about that in the process. So I think that I have some good, I guess, like experience I can kind of give you guys now about like what to do if you put your 2 weeks in, or sort of what to expect, I guess, which I want to do that in the next episode, I think. Okay, so this was kind of a shorter episode, I guess. We're still working on my goals. Like, I have been reading again, which is really nice. I've been reading again, YouTubing again, this podcast I started. So overall this year is like going really well, and I'm excited to see where else this year takes me. I'm really happy right now and just living my life, honestly. And I'm excited to see where we end up. Hopefully I still have some good things to say at the end of this year when we do like my yearly check-in, I guess. We can do that too. Although this episode might have been kind of boring. But anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble for 30 minutes about my year so far. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next episode for expectations and advice for quitting your job.